Hey, Craig, I'm sure you're glad to be back at practice. What a couple general things that you want to get accomplished in this camp in this preseason?
Well, I think the one thing is, getting systems down. There's a few changes in our systems that we made, so just practicing those so they become real good habits, and guys aren't overthinking things; they know what to do. So in practices, they're very important. They're probably more important than the exhibition games. Of getting the reps down and just being real good at what we want to do out there. And we got new players here, a couple new players, and well, more than that actually. So getting them acclimated and feeling comfortable, and again within our systems and our team and stuff like that. So.
Hey, Craig, a couple of the players mentioned some changes, tweaks in the D zone. I'm sure you're not going to go into detail, but generally speaking, what are you trying to do differently?
Well, I think we got to, we're a little bit soft at our net last year. We got to tighten that up and be a lot harder there, and just have better coverage there in front of our net and certain areas like that. So more than anything, the net front was a big thing that we need to tighten up and be better at.
Craig, how do you handle the Vladdy situation in terms of it not being a distraction? And I'm guessing you talked to him about it, and maybe just the general tenor of those
Yeah,
conversations.
I really don't believe it's a distraction at all. He's been here for a while, skating with the guys, being with the guys, hanging out with the guys. I thought it looked excellent out there today. He's been part of this team for a long time. Yeah, things happen in the summertime where things are said, or I don't go into all that. I don't worry about that. That's he's here playing hockey for us, so I coach him. That's it. That's how. It's not a distraction, in my opinion.
Craig, do you feel like you have to get him to buy in again, or do you feel like that's going to be an issue at all with him?
No, I don't believe it's an issue at all. I mean, like I said, if he wasn't bought in, I don't think he'd have been here a month early skating with the guys and working out with the guys and being around. He's obviously bought in. He's part of this team. He's been part of this team his whole career, NHL career. So, I don't see a buy-in problem.
Craig, we saw Sundquist for a little while, and then he left the ice. Is he just kind of on a, I don't know, like a pitch count? He's just kind of limiting his work at first, or?
Yeah, some of the drills, he can do, especially early on in practice. It's more flow stuff and things like that. But once you get into the battle situations and stuff like that, he's not ready for that yet, so he leaves.
Craig, you mentioned a couple of the key additions you do have. Just on each one, if you can touch on, what do you feel like Buchnevich brings to the team, and what do you feel like Saad brings?
Buchnevich, looks to me like he's a real heady player. Makes real good plays with the puck. He's a big guy. I think his shot is underrated. Watching his shot, I didn't really see it that closely before, but I think he shoots the puck really well. I find he's real smart defensively, aware. He has good awareness defensively. He looks to me like he's a pretty solid player all around. Saad, proven winner. He's won before. He knows what it takes to win. He scores goals. Big guy, skates well. Goes to the net, things like that. And again, he's got real good awareness defensively.
Craig, how important was it for Thomas to be in camp on time and not miss anything? And what are your expectations for this
Yeah,
season?
it's always important for a player to be in camp on time and be part of the team and get the work that's needed. Tomer's done a great job this summer of working extremely hard. He's got himself in real good shape. Very committed player. Very happy that he signed a contract and he's with us. Expectations are, I don't really put expectations on players. I don't believe that's a fair thing to do. Put expectations on your team, individuals. Yeah, they have to perform at a high level for the team to have success. He's just one of the guys that is going to need to perform at a high level for us to have success.
And not to make much at all about line combinations right now, but when you were putting people together out there, what were you looking for in the combinations that we saw today?
Well, I got some young guys playing with some veteran guys for sure, and want young guys to feel comfortable. So you put them with some veteran guys, and that's going to help them and help the kids feel comfortable. And wasn't a whole lot of thought going into some of the lines, but I wanted to see Thomas and Tarasenko together, and I thought Saad would be a good fit there. He's a big guy and goes to the net. So that's some of the thought process there. We'll see how it goes. It's just the first couple of days right now, and then we got a game on Saturday. So that's kind of how I look at it.
Greg, what are you looking for out of these two veteran, the PTOs, Prolik and Neil, and what do they have to show you to make the club?
Well, they both of them have a lot of games in the league. Obviously, they played a long time. They're good veterans. They're different players for sure. They came in both in great shape. That's a huge start in my opinion. I thought they both looked good on the first day. We're going to see how it plays out, obviously, in the exhibition games and see how they look and where they fit in. And that's, a lot of conversations with our GM, Doug Armstrong, with that kind of stuff, and the management groups and the coaching staff. So, again, they're like anybody else. They're here to, compete for jobs, and we'll see how it goes.
I get one guy doesn't account for your entire defensive core, but just having a healthy Parayko, how much does that help, knowing he's 100% healthy, and how much he's going to shore a lot of that up?
Yeah, well, we all know what he can do. We've seen him do it when he's healthy, and what type of player he is. He can control a game, in my opinion, with his defensive play and his skating ability. He's just a big guy that can move up and down the ice extremely well. And he kills a lot of plays defensively, and has a great shot. We all know that, and provides offense with his shot. And he's got tremendous feet.
Craig, is there a comfort level knowing your team is 100% vaccinated as well as the staff?
Yeah, for sure. But, that's not to say all. I mean, things happen. People get, COVID still that are vaccinated. But it's important that they are vaccinated, in my opinion. There's rules and things like that go along with it. So our guys are all set to go, which is, it's good to see.
I was going to say, does that show you, I don't know, a certain amount of, hey, buy-in, hey, we're all in this together?
Yeah, it does, but again, it's an individual choice too. And, like I said, there's rules that go along with the league and the protocols, and so that probably has some influence on it too. I don't know. I don't talk to each player about being vaccinated or not being vaccinated. Again, it's a person's choice, and but our guys chose to all get vaccinated, so that's good for us.
Craig, what are your thoughts of having Tyler Bolzack back on the team and just having his veteran calming presence around?
Well, a super guy. We all know that. Great guy in a locker room for sure, and guys love him. And he's a pretty solid two-way player. Very smart and intelligent player that can use in a lot of situations, and he's a great team guy.